Good morning, everybody. It's Sarah back for story time. I am so happy to see everybody. Have you had a nice morning so far? You can see it is very sunny outside today. What could we do in the sunshine today? I might go out in the garden later and see what creature friends I can find. What will you do? You might notice things look a little different in today's story time. That's because just like how you are at home right now with your moms and dads, I'm also at home. I'm not at school anymore. So we are going to be having story time from my house. Are you excited? I'm excited. All right. So today's story is called Granddad's Island. Let's just take a look at the front cover for a moment. Look at all of the different birds on that cover. I see a toucan. I see some parrots. Ooh, I also found some butterflies. Can you find them? I see a little boy, and this must be Grandad. Let's find out what happens in this story. It is written by Benji Davies. Oh, there's our picture on the title page. Oh, I see a beautiful canvas it looks like they're working on. Oh, I'm very excited. All right, here we go. At the bottom of Sid's garden, through the gate and past the tree, was Granddad's house. This must be Granddad's house here. There was a key under a flower pot, and Sid could let himself in any time that he liked. He's always welcome at Granddad's house. One day, Sid called round to see Grandad, but he wasn't in any of the usual places. Where could Grandad be? Then, just as he was about to leave, Sid heard Grandad calling. "Ah, there you are," said Grandad. "There's something I want you to see." Do you see Grandad coming down from the attic ladder? There's his feet. I wonder what he wants to show Sid. Sid carefully climbed up the ladder. He had never been in Grandad's attic before. There's the attic. It was full of old boxes and things that Grandad had collected from around the world. Treasures from his adventures around the world. Wow. At the far end of the attic, Grandad pulled a sheet down from the wall to reveal a big metal door. "After you, Sid," he said. "What do you suppose is behind that metal door?" I wonder. Sid turned the handle, clonk, and gave the heavy door a push. Let's find out what's inside. Wow! Sid found himself standing on the deck of a very tall ship. There was an ocean of rooftops all around him. Look at that. Wow! Grandad pulled a handle. Went the horn. Can you try that? And the ship lurched forward. "Steady as she goes!" Grandad boomed. Oh my goodness. That heavy metal door held a huge adventurous world behind it. Let's find out where they go. Grandad was very good at steering the ship and kept them on a smooth course across the rolling waves. Mile after mile, all they saw was sea and sky and sea, until at last something appeared in the horizon. There they are, sailing. And look, what's that? Out in the sea, in the horizon. "Land ahoy!" shouted Sid. They dropped the ship's anchor and made their way to the shore. Grandad, don't you want your stick? Sid asked. No, I think I'll be all right, said Grandad. There they are. I think this looks like they're going to go on a very fun adventure. In the thick of the jungle island, it was very hot. We must find a good spot for a shelter, said Grandad. Ooh, they need to build a shelter. At the top of the island, where a cool breeze blew through the trees, they found an old shack. Wow. There was a lot to do, but with a little help, they soon had everything shipshape. Wow, look at how that turned out. That looks wonderful, and it looks like they've got some helpers. Who's helping them? Oh, is that an orangutan? Those are some helpful animals. Oh, wow. That looks like a waterfall. Have you ever seen a waterfall before? They explored the island high and low. At every turn, they saw new wonders. It was the most perfect place. Sid wished they could stay there forever. But he knew that it would soon be time for them to leave. Sid, there's something I've been meaning to tell you, said Grandad. You see, I'm thinking of staying. Oh, said Sid, but won't you be lonely? So Grandpa wants to stay on the island. Oh my gosh, look at all of the colors. What do you see? Oh, I see so many colors. No, no, I don't think I'll be lonely, said Grandad, smiling. Look at all of the friends he will have if he stays on the island. Before he set sail, Sid hugged Grandad one last time. He would miss him very much. Everyone came to wave goodbye. There he goes. There's Sid on the ship, and everyone's waving goodbye to Sid. Oh, that would be difficult to say goodbye to his Grandad. Across the waves, the ship chugged and churned. The journey seemed much longer without Grandad, but Sid steered the ship safely home. What do you see? Whose tail could that be coming out of the water? Whose tail could that be? The next morning, Sid went back round to Grandad's house. It was just the same as it had always been, except Grandad wasn't there anymore. In the attic, it was very quiet. The big metal door wasn't there. It was as if it had never been there at all. Then Sid heard something tapping at the window. He wondered what it might be. What do you think that is tapping at the window? There, on the window ledge, was an envelope. Look at that. He's got an envelope in his hands that was just sitting on the window. Who do you think wrote him this letter? Sid carefully prized it open. Oh, wow. Look who the letter's for. It says, for Sid. And it's his Grandad. And the orangutan. I see a peacock. Wow. That's a nice picture for Grandad to send to Sid so that he can remember him. That was a really lovely story about going to that island of Grandad's, saying goodbye to Grandad. But that's okay, because even though our families and maybe our friends are far away in different countries, different islands, wherever they might be, they'll always be in our heart. Do you have any pictures at your house that help you think about your grandma or your grandpa? Maybe your cousin or your aunt and uncle? I do. I have some pictures of my family here. That always reminds me of them. Ah. Well, thank you everyone for listening to today's story. I had a really nice time with you, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.